Mother's Day today. So yeah, it's Sunday. I did call my mom. I've talked to her so many times this week. It's kind of insane. But everything's good back home. Uh, Nothing's changed. Got a little bit scolded for being like, you shouldn't have brought up your boyfriend if you didn't want your grandmother to ask. I'm like, I don't care at this point. We've been together for 7 months. Like, officially, we've known each other for 8 months. Like, it's not private. My aunts could have told her way before. So, you know what? Just my mother doesn't want my grandmother to know anything because she hates her mother-in-law. I love my mom. I do. I really do. She just has occasionally some toxic personality traits. Besides that, today I just want to walk in Prospect Park, which has just I love the houses there, and it was great. The only thing that was kind of interesting was there was one house that they seemed to have had some sort of a fire earlier in the day. It was kind of like overcast and a little damp, and for some reason that smell, like all that combined, reminds me of the trip my family had gone on to. Gosh, I can't talk. The trip my family had went on to Williamsburg, Virginia when I was only 6. Like, I remember being in Colonial Williamsburg, and it just, for some reason, that smell just was like, yep, we're there. Besides that, there wasn't much. My friend was able to get his GRE, like the GRE thing to work for his laptop, so he's letting me use it, and I'm going to bake him cupcakes, gluten-free, because he's having some bad reactions to gluten. I mean, it makes sense. But yeah, besides that, I'm contemplating doing a Matt Cypro thing on this YouTube channel. I know I said I was going to do socially distancing interviews. I just hadn't had time, which will try to do more, because I'm like, you know what, I've got time. Let's have some fun. Yes, I'm in the same tank top as I'm always in, because I always film these at night after I've already taken my shower, getting ready for bed. So today I went to the sculpture garden again, which actually turns out like my walk total today was about like 8 miles, which is insane because I did walk around kind of the perimeter of the park of the sculpture garden. Because like I was like, you know what, let's add a little bit more this time around. And besides that, it was a really chill day. I mean, it always is. I don't have classes. I'm just waiting for my grades to get in. Besides that, I applied to a couple of jobs. Back to doing that whole thing. I mean, the biggest thing is you just get burned out after like 6 or 7, and then you get the immediate rejection letters, and then you don't hear anything else for a while. And it just gets long and boring, and I'm so tired of it. Tomorrow will probably be me cleaning instead. I'll like use that as my activity for the day. Try to have my like phone on me at all times to count my steps. If not, I'll be like monitor, like be like, hey, I've walked for like 5 minutes, 10 minutes, that kind of thing in like increments. Besides that, I don't really have much. Kind of went to Cane's today, which I was not like super happy about, but I have very little willpower. But I only got the 3-finger combo. So I had the like box combo, which I usually get, so a little bit better on the caloric intake and sodium intake and everything. Baby steps here. I know I'm making excuses, but I'm not trying to be like Amberlynn Reed or Chantel. I'm just trying to be like, okay, we're gonna do this. I'm gonna start making steps, and hopefully not always crashing and burning and being like, after a big walk, being like, let's go get the fast food that's near us. See, I wear different things. I'm wearing my Duck Duck Grey Duck because my mother thought it was hilarious since I live in Minnesota. Sorry, trying to find decent lighting. So today I cleaned. And by cleaned, I did my laundry and put it away for once. And that did a lot. And threw away a couple of boxes in my room. I still have a lot to get done. And a lot to organize, but it's a start. It's kind of one of those things where I also started putting things in like vacuum seal bags because I realized like, holy shoot, like I'm moving. I have to move at least by the end of July, which is crazy. Besides that, today has been pretty much just nothing. I walked to Gold Medal Park, my like activity for the day, and also did some stretching, and cleaning also was a workout. So yeah, I've been doing pretty well. Past 3 days, I've been over the 12,000 or over the 10,000 steps, catching up on the only couple of days that I've not made it to that. So I'm doing pretty well. Slowly I'm like getting to that point now. And so on Thursday, I'm presenting for the company that we did our senior design for, which is crazy. It also took them a while. Besides that, not much has gone on. We were planning Maggie's birthday. Shh. The rest of the roommates and I. And that means I've also been thinking through planning Aaliyah's birthday. So got those two to work on, and I'm excited. Probably get some of the stuff for Maggie's tomorrow. Do that walk as my activity, because you know what? I like it. I like walking. Maybe starting June, I'll start running. Trying to get into that. We'll see. So it's the end of Wednesday. Yeah, I did another really long walk today. We walked all the way to the Target at Nicollet Mall again. I'm almost, I think I'll stretch tonight because I'm like really sore in my legs. Sorry, I don't even know why I'm burping. But we, like Sophia, Maggie, and I went on this whole long walk. But I'm almost at reaching 1,30 steps. I can't. 1,000 steps. I can't think. It's 130,000 steps. So I'm almost at averaging 10,000 steps a day, which is crazy. Tomorrow I present to the company. I need to text my group saying like, hey, I fixed some stuff. Like I just put the new stuff that we realized into the old report, or from our report into the presentation. Hopefully they allow us to use that. Either way, we know what we're doing. We've already done it once, and that's at 11:30 tomorrow. Oh my gosh, I have to put on makeup and all that stuff. And I'll probably study and do that for GRE, go for a small walk and study for the GRE, and email a professor about writing a recommendation. I applied to more jobs today. Some of them were just like the simple jobs. I don't really like, the problem with applying to jobs is the fact that like I have to always fix things because they are like, oh, well, just put the stuff from your resume on here. And I'm like, I have to fix it because like, yeah, it's a small complaint, but I did that. I also got a text from the son of one of my mother's friends, who's kind of become my mentor a little bit, because he's been in he's doing his PhD right now, and he has been through similar stuff that I have. Not a pandemic. I mean, he's right now going through a pandemic, but he was giving me advice about whether or not to go to grad school back in January. He's a really nice dude, and he's the one, I think I mentioned him earlier. His brother is also active military. Oh yeah, like these flowers, my boyfriend's sister brought them for me for graduation. But no, so he is the son's friend, son of a friend. That's what that phrase is. He's the one that has his brother's also active military. So there's a weird thing that like a weird connection that most don't have, because that's just most people don't have siblings who are in the Navy or the Army or the Air Force or Marine Corps or Coast Guard. Like, that's just kind of not a thing in any other service. I'm sorry if I forget. I think I got them all at National Guard. Hopefully. Sorry, again. I really should be better, but hey, my military ID expired today, so I don't have to worry about it as much. But yeah, no, today it was raining. Or it didn't really rain much. We also got the empanadas. Oh my god. The beef ones, oh, it hit a spot. It hit a spot. But besides that, there's not much going on, but there never is. Like, I hope I get a job, but also it'd be kind of cool to go to grad school. I'd be the youngest in my family on both sides to get my master's if I did that. So yeah. So it's the end of Thursday. Again, like always, don't do much. I presented to the company that I worked for my senior design. We got to present to that the XPS team today, so that was pretty fun. Besides that, I did Pilates instead and walked a bit and didn't apply to any jobs. Instead, I talked with friends, and then just like Aaliyah had, while we were on our walk, Aaliyah had texted us that she had performed CPR for the first time, and so we kind of knew, okay, we're here, we're gonna be out when she gets home from work, if she wants to have somebody to listen. And that's what we did, kind of. She's handling it pretty well. She handled it really well. And it's just like a crazy thing to think about. And we all talked about how it was good that she did it while she's still in NST and not as a nurse, because she now knows more and it's a good situation. Like, it's not as scary, I guess, because if you watch any of the things with doctors when they talk about giving CPR, there's a lot of things that are crazy with it. That, like, Joe Schmo, like, I would be like, what the heck? I would never think about. But no, it's, besides that, we didn't have much going on. We never have much going on, but that's kind of life. So, yeah. So, it's the end of Friday. It's one of those things where, yes, I just washed my hair. But yeah, it's the end of Friday. It's a good thing. Most of the YouTubers I follow have a schedule, so I know, okay, Hank Green and Overly Sarcastic Productions have posted today. It's a Friday. Besides that, again, I didn't do much. Our grades are finally in. We did really poorly on our like group written exam, written portion. I thought we did decent. Turns out we didn't, and I'm just like, oh my god, whoopsies. And I'm worried it's like my fault, but it's all of ours. But like, there's a lot of guilt on my side that the calculations were my problem. Besides that, but yeah, we should be getting our grades in any time now for processing. And then I walked to the Dollar Tree to pick up decorations for Maggie and Aaliyah's birthdays. It was great. It was just fun to go out and walk, which is always my thing. It's like just fun to walk, and I was 1,000 over my goal that I'm 1,000 over to like date right now. So that's been all good. And tomorrow I go grocery shopping because I've started doing some meal planning, and I've got, I think, most of the protein I need. But yeah, so that's gonna be a fun time to start doing that. I'm excited just to be like adulting-ish. There's not much else, but yeah, Aaliyah's doing better today. Like I said yesterday, it was just I think she had such an adrenaline rush, and we were concerned that there was like maybe going to be a feeling today when she goes back into work, and just the whole like, she started getting more of her memories back from when she was doing CPR, because like it's a big turning point in her nursing career, and but today was a pretty fun day for her. I mean, there's always stressful points, but her patients it was just a hoot and a holler from what she was saying. She doesn't tell us anything about their medical conditions or anything, don't worry. She just is like, here's a funny thing that happened today. So yeah, there's no identifier, so she's not breaking HIPAA. Besides that, yeah, nothing. So it is the end of Saturday. I went grocery shopping, and I actually cooked today. I'll show you a photo right here of a lettuce wrap. It's like the P.F. Chang sort of thing. I just had found it online.
and it was somebody who was doing like food meal prepping, and it was like, ooh, yes, I like this. Or meal planning, not meal prepping. Meal prepping is something different, but I kind of meal prepped also. Besides that, I've just edited the video. I made the cupcakes for my friend who's letting me borrow his laptop, and then tomorrow's more studying. I'm going to be studying after I finish editing, and that's going to be just doing like these flashcards I can find on Quizlet just so I can start reviewing vocab. I feel good about the math section. I've always felt good about the math section because it's the section that like it's problem solving. That's what I do already. But the English is the difficulty area. Besides that, I just walked a lot, and I kind of did resistance training, like building up, because I'd walk over without any groceries, and then I'd have like my backpack full of them. I spent a lot of money on groceries, but it will last me a while. Like definitely, I've got food for a couple of for like at least a week. As long as I don't get bored, which I shouldn't. And I've got lunches and everything. So the only thing I need to probably buy at some point would be more milk. Also, yeah, tomorrow I'm finally seeing my boyfriend again. I need to make him my candy leg because he graduated. But I'm really pumped about just hanging out with him again. I introduced also Sophia's girlfriend to Spaceballs today, which was like my favorite movie when I was like 6 to like 9, which is really inappropriate, especially when I grew up in a very strict household, but it was kind of hilarious because my sisters, who were much older than me, like it was the middle one's 13th birthday and they were watching it, and I ended up watching it and I loved it. And I watched it on repeat and I would quote it so often, which is not something a 6-year-old should be quoting, but it was great. And I just I haven't exactly made it to like the 10,000 steps today, but I honestly was walking a lot in the house, in the apartment without my phone on while cooking, so probably actually reached it, but who knows.